It's home, you know, it's home, and we haven't been here for a long time, and we missed it. You know, we missed the fans. This is one of the best places to play in baseball.
What up, what up?
Usually when you're getting at that time, yeah, like you said, pretty tired, but all the boys had, you know, a lot of energy. You know, we're coming home.
Being on the road, I mean, I haven't been on the road as long as a lot of these guys have, but it's been a long 6 months or whatever, and you know, it's just glad to be back. You get to go home.
We finally get on the plane to come this way, and you're like, okay, this is real. You know, it's been 2 years in the making where we have kind of always thought, I don't know if we're really gonna get there. Doesn't seem realistic. And then all of a sudden we're in Toronto.
It was like the season was starting, you know, it was like going to opening day, like leaving spring training really. So the mood was great. Like you said, getting in at 4 in the morning, it felt like it was middle of the day.
It was amazing. Extremely tired, but yeah, just was able to come out onto the field and see the bright lights, kind of just envision that crowd, envision that energy.
First time seeing it from the home side.
We haven't been able to play here in 2 years, and just to get here and see my office and see the clubhouse was a great feeling.
Can't believe it.
Toronto, we're back, baby.
Jays have made a huge deadline acquisition, landing starter Jose Barrios from the Twins.
Hey.
Welcome home.
About time, man.
To go out and get guys like, you know, who they got is something special. You know, now it's up to us to go kind of, you know, out there and handle our part.
When the front office makes moves like that, it's let's go. You know, so to add those guys and just make our clubhouse even better, it's gonna be a fun ride.
What's up, man? How we doing?
Obviously, Barrios walking through the clubhouse doors is a huge lift to this team right now. You know, we're battling, we've been on the road, we're coming home, and then to find out we got a guy like Barrios, and even picked up some of the other guys along the way, the Hand, Soria, and you know, we've made some nice moves with Simber and Richard, so.
What's up, man? How you doing? Good. Yeah, welcome.
That's awesome. What are you doing? Nice to meet you. Great to have you. Yeah, man. We'll talk more. Get settled in, all right? All right. Yeah, babe.
Good to have you, dog. It's all right, man. Hey. Good to see you. Hey, man.
Going back to last year, you know, we were hopeful to be up here, and then it didn't happen, and going through Dunedin and Buffalo, and kind of just knowing that we were, you know, when Ross told us we were getting back up for sure, it was, I think it was just a big sigh of relief, and just thankful to be back in front of our fans.
That's a 500.
Pretty surreal, you know, to know that finally, you know, we get to come home, you know, to provide the city, the fans, the country with kind of a sense of normalcy, you know, to have baseball be back for the first time in, what was it, 670 plus days. It's pretty emotional. Kind of got the, not like the butterflies, but you just felt there was something special about that day.
Blue Jays fans across Canada watching live on Sportsnet, and everyone joining us tonight in person at Rogers Centre. It's official, 7:30-21, we are home. It's been 670 days since we've been together at Rogers Centre. Our path to get here has not been easy, but one thing is for sure, we have felt your support every step of the way. Tonight, as the Blue Jays return home, we thank you, the fans, for your tremendous support from your homes. And now, please welcome home your Toronto Blue Jays! Finally, back where they belong, your Toronto Blue Jays.
I was kind of getting a little choked up, you know, just hearing the "Go Jays Go" chant, and just seeing the videos of how much, you know, the people, you know, they cared about us, and you know, we care about them. But it was just cool hearing it.
It's kind of one of those things that you don't know how you're going to feel until you're in the middle of it. And I think a lot of us were getting chills, biting back tears, because every now and then you realize how important this game is and how cool it is and how special it can be. And that, you know, in the opening ceremony was certainly a testament of that.
You know, the funny thing about that is that I'm the guy that don't like showing his emotions. I'm always sitting down and relax, but I just couldn't help it because I was just so happy to be back, and I'm all in, man. I just care so much about the Blue Jays, about the fans, about this nation, about winning here.
When you're going through what we've been through the last 2 years, you kind of just do it because it's day in, day out, and then when you finally get back, you realize how fortunate we are to have this place and this support from the country and the city.
Obviously, it's been a long time coming, about 1.5 years in the works, and we've been away and on the road pretty much. So to get back to Toronto, the emotions of the video that was playing, the feeling in the stands, it was just, for a moment, it was overwhelming. And I've been here a long time, and to be a part of this organization for a long time, I know what everybody's gone through the last 1.5 years. So to be able to play in front of the home crowd again was an awesome feeling that I'll never forget.
Well, if that doesn't get you, I know this. It got all of us a little bit, and it got everybody here in the ballpark. 15,000 sounding like 50,000 and representing so many more from coast to coast to coast.
The vibe in the city today was something that I haven't seen or felt for so long.
You kind of understand what it meant, first time 670 days there's going to be baseball in Toronto. You understand that that's a big deal, but then you walk out here and you feel it, and you can tell that these people have been waiting for baseball in Canada for 2 years, and you could just tell that it meant a lot, and that was going to be a special night. And that's when you start to get butterflies, and you're like, man, I want this to go well. There hasn't been baseball here in 2 years. Like, I want to help this team win this game.
It feels like opening day plus, like way more than even a typical opening day, because it has been 670 days since the Blue Jays have played a game at home.
I was so nervous. I've never been so nervous because I wanted to win that game for sure.
And he clubs it to left field, and the Blue Jays have the lead. Bichette on his way home. The throw from Benintendi, not in time. He slides in safely head first. Gurriel goes up to second on the play, and it's 3-0. Driven to right field. Gone! A line drive opposite field, 2-run home run for Bo Bichette, and it is 6-2.
You know, we had 15,000 last night, but I heard a lot of guys talking. It sounded like 50,000. That's how, you know, much the fans were into it. So we were kind of like, wow, imagine this is 15,000. Imagine what like 50,000 would sound like.
And I don't care what the score was going to be at the end. Romano was going to pitch the last inning. The kid from Canada, you know, he was gonna close the game, even if it wasn't a close situation, and it worked out great. It was a great day.
I had a lot of adrenaline, almost too much, but you know, Espinal made that play to end the game, and I felt like it was just a perfect way to cap off the night.
On their feet inside the ballpark, all these fans who are so glad to be back at Rogers Center. Little pop up and barehand catch by Santiago Espinal to end the ball game.
Through baseball history, there are great days in baseball. Opening day, the playoffs, the World Series. This was one of them that only baseball can give you. And we saw it all day today.
It may not have actually been opening day, but it felt like that and then some.
You know, today, honestly, was one of my best days in baseball. And I've been around for a long time. I was so happy to be here. I was actually nervous for this game because I wanted us to win so bad, you know, and for the fans and back in Toronto and that energy that we felt there at the end, that with that play that SP made there at the end, I was just so happy.
It really felt like I was out there pitching with a whole nation behind me. Just to be able to go out there and put together a really good game and a really big win and a really good win, it was a really good homecoming.
Come on, baby, let's go! And it's a lively crowd. Again, a max of 15,000 allowed in the building. Swing and a miss and a fastball to get him, 2 down.
It's always been there. The guys are there, the team is there, and the talent is there, and the love for the game and for winning is there. But I think right now it's kind of just putting it all together, and we're getting hot. And I think it's the perfect time too, so it's going to be a really fun second half.
Minor ready, Springer ready. Springer ready. High in the air to left field and gone!
Yesterday was a big boost for us, you know, both in the locker room and on the field. You know, to be back home, you know, that goes very, very underestimated. You know, to constantly feel like you're on the road, to constantly, you know, not being in your own bed and not being, you know, not being familiar with the places that you're in. That does take a toll on you. But at the end of the day, I just think that this team has just done a great job of staying in the moment, and you know, hopefully, you know, yesterday was the first day of a lot of good ones ahead.
2-1 count on George Springer, who homered his first time up, and now he might have done it again. He did.
On cue. He really, you know, it was unfair to expect a guy to be out as long as he was in, just kind of drop him right back into Major League action, no matter how great a player you are. And I think what we've seen is he just keeps getting better the more he plays.
As Simber was warming up when he came into the game, Simeon and Guerrero. If only these guys could loosen up and have a little fun while they're playing. And I think maybe this has all taught us the value of the bond between a team and a fan base, and how much it really actually does mean to the players to have their own fans. strikes out the side in the ninth. And the Blue Jays are 2-0 now back at home. A lot of these players, they have been traded into a pennant race. A lot of these players, they are playing in Toronto as Blue Jays for the first time, and they are clearly enjoying themselves.
It kind of comes at an awesome time, right, where the trade deadline happened on the first day back in Toronto. We get Barrios and new bullpen piece along with the others that we've gotten, so you kind of like get that momentum of some new blood and some really good talent entering the locker room. Now you're also back in the Rogers Center, so it's kind of like all that put together where you have this feeling that, hey, the front office thinks we can win. They went and got a starter and some bullpen pieces. We obviously think we can win. We don't feel like we're out of it. We're in the hunt. And now all those, like awesome, exciting emotions come together, and you're like, man, we're now in our home stadium where we know we have an advantage. Let's go win some ball games and catch up in the division, catch up on the wild card, and make a run at this thing. And I think that's, the excitement that you're feeling in the locker room out of us right now.
When I knew we got him, I was really excited. I got a text from Ross, and when he told me that we got Barrios, I texted back and said, awesome, man.
Blue Jays coming home. The trade deadline kind of got overshadowed for a day or two, but now as we pivot back to that, we're reminded quickly the Blue Jays made a number of important acquisitions, the most important of which, Tabby, is the starting pitcher today.
Yeah, the fans might not be real familiar with Jose Barrios, but he is an ace.
Getting those new guys and then coming home, it's just like all coming together in one, like a newfound sense of energy. It's like, hey, we can do this. We got the guys now, and let's go.
Sun shining in as this one is lifted to left center. It was off the facing of the lower deck. It's a two-run homer for Marcus Semien. And the Blue Jays go up 3-0.
That's 4 straight hard hit balls now. They are zeroing in on Brad Keller. Simeon's going to join the neighborhood thanks to Vladdy. Gives him the home run jacket.
Stay. There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go.
This ball's well hit left field. And it's gone. Santiago Espinal with his second home run.
That is going to make his buddies at the end of the bench very happy. He gets to wear the home run jacket now after that blast.
You look at where we are in the season, you look at where we are in the standings, and how much time is left, and there's still quite a bit of time of the season left. But you look at, when you look back on every year, there is a turning point to where you go, okay, this is going good or this is going bad. And I think this is where we're at right now. You look at the energy, you look at how we're playing, you look at the additions we've made, and the last factor is obviously having our home back. It's a pretty cool wave to be riding right
now. The Blue Jays will win it and sweep the Royals.
Just coming back, I know how much that's going to help us, the fan support, because it wasn't easy being on the road, playing on the road the whole time. But man, it's just, I felt that, okay, we're home now.